Sometimes when I'm sitting in the office at work, I daydream about driving down Highway 10 in the heart of Wisconsin. I think about those lush green fields. I think about clouds. I think about the Sega Dreamcast for some reason. But mostly I think about the feelings of peace and calm I felt while driving across my beautiful state, and that warm feeling of knowing I'm heading home. Today we're once again making that beautiful drive up north from Milwaukee to my hometown of Merrill, Wisconsin. And since we're making the trip anyway, why don't we stop at a couple video game stores and see what we can find? Sounds good to me. Our first stop is going to be in Oshkosh, Wisconsin, which is admittedly not my favorite Wisconsin town, but they do have a great little game store called Start Over Games, and I like to check in on it when I'm heading through the area. Let's pop in there and see what they got. So yeah, as you can see, this is a really nice little store. They have a really decent selection, and it's nice and clean and well organized, which I always like to see. And today we're going to start things off a little differently here in the strategy guide section. I feel like game stores don't always carry strategy guides, and when they do, I just get really excited. I saw a couple interesting ones here, including this one for Lost Planet. As an Xbox 360 collector, this game holds a really special place in my heart. It's one of the first Xbox 360 games that I think I remember even playing. And to this day, I still think this game is super fun, and I would certainly play it again with this strategy guide. So I think we're actually going to pick this up. It's not super expensive at $7, so yeah, let's grab this one. But now we're going back to basics in the original Xbox section, which is my favorite console. If you've watched my videos before, you know that I love collecting for the original Xbox. And here's a game that I don't have, Carmen Sandiego. This is not the Carmen Sandiego that I remember playing in the computer lab in elementary school, but it looks interesting. I'd really like to know what this game is all about. So I think we're going to throw this one on the maybe pile. It seems interesting, and we might end up picking it up. But we're not done with the original Xbox. Let's see if we can find anything else cool over here. How about Furious Karting? I don't know anything about this. I've never seen it in the wild. It looks like it's probably a good time, but I think we're going to leave it behind today, even though it looks interesting. Indiana Jones and the Emperor's Tomb. This is one that I'd really love to have in the collection. Now that I'm thinking about it with the new movie out, I wonder if this game is spiked in price, this old original Xbox Indiana Jones game. Probably not, but in any case, I didn't grab it today, but I probably will get that one eventually. I feel like every original Xbox section has a copy of Kung Fu Chaos, and I don't know why this is like a pricier Xbox game because, yeah, I just see it all the time. They had it here for $20, which I think is pretty decent, but we're not going to grab it today. We're gonna save this one for another time. They also had Superman, the Man of Steel, which is another Xbox exclusive. They had it for $13, which I don't think that's like the best price, but I am pretty interested in getting this game, so we're going to put this one on the maybe pile as well, and we'll just have to see if I end up grabbing it or not, or if I find something cooler. Alright, well, this is definitely cooler. Serious Sam. I freaking love Serious Sam. Play the crap out of this on PC when it came out. And yeah, it's just like one of those kind of throwback first-person shooters, but it came out in 2003, so it's like a throwback to a throwback. Yeah, this is an excellent game. We're going to pick this one up for sure. The Xbox 360 section. The Promised Land. Here's Alone in the Dark from 2008. Seems pretty cool. I've never played this game. I've always been intrigued by it. I don't really know what it is. Is it an adventure game? Is it an action game? Is it a horror game? I have absolutely no idea, but we're going to find out later on in the video when we play some Alone in the Dark. So stick around for that. Oh, geez. You got to be more careful, Collector John. What are you doing? I almost dropped this copy of Castlevania Lords of Shadow, which I did not pick up on this trip, but I found it a few weeks later for a better price and bought it anyway. So I have it now, and it's a really cool game. I just wanted to point it out, because it's dope. You know what else is dope? Eating lead, especially in the video game Eat Lead, The Return of Matt Hazard for the Xbox 360. I don't know what this is. I've never heard of this. Who has heard of this game? Nobody. Nobody's played this. Neil Patrick Harris is in it, and Will Arnett. What is going on? I did not buy this. And among other things that I didn't buy were the Black Eyed Peas experience and the Darkness 2, even though the Darkness 2 is awesome, and I don't have either Darkness game on the 360, and I would like to have them. I just didn't feel like this was the best price. I feel like I can do better than $9, so we're going to wait on this one, even though the Darkness 2 is pretty sick. Well, I guess I'm not going to buy any Xbox 360 games at this store, but that's okay. Let's check out these complete in box N64 games, just to feel something. Yeah, they had a really, really good selection of these at this store. It's not the kind of thing I collect. I'm just too poor. But if I was going to buy one, I'd probably get Quake 2, because I like the box art, or F-Zero X, because that game's freaking awesome, and it runs at 60 frames per second on the N64, which is crazy. Here's a console I'm more interested in today, the PlayStation Portable. I brought my PSP with me for this trip, so we're going to see what they have on the PSP, and maybe we'll end up grabbing one of these. And yes, I know this is a Vita game, but I was just, looking at it for fun. They did have this Gradius collection on the PSP, which is really, really cool. Looking at this footage now, I feel like, dang, I should have just bought this. It was $34, which I think is actually pretty decent for this game. And I played a lot of Gradius on the Super Nintendo back in the day, which was really a lot of fun. Another one I was looking at was Rengoku. I don't know what this is. It wasn't super expensive or anything, but I think I looked up some reviews and it just didn't look like it was a great PSP game, so we left that one behind this time. Siphon Filter Dark Mirror, another pretty cool PSP game. I feel like we could do a little better on the price and find a copy with a manual, so we're going to leave this one behind as well. But later on at this store, we do end up finding a pretty cool PSP game in their loose UMD section, so stick around for that. Man, I freaking love the PlayStation 2. I feel like every time I look at a PlayStation 2 section, I see something interesting that I've never seen before. Like this game, Legend of K, where you apparently play as a cat, and it's made by Capcom. I should have freaking bought this. Why didn't I buy this? I'm going to go on eBay right now and order Legend of K. It looks sick. But yeah, I guess the problem with the PlayStation 2 is you often need to rifle through a lot of shovelware titles to see anything cool. This looks cool, though. Prism, Chapter 1, The Dark Unicorn. What the heck is this? It's a $5 PlayStation 2 game. And what's this? World Tour? This scooter racing game? I don't know, man. Is this like a Tony Hawk clone where you ride a scooter? I don't know. They had more PS2 games over in the glass case, and it looks like some poor soul who owned all of the most expensive PlayStation 2 games threw away all of their cases and manuals. And that's just... I don't even know what to think about that, but they had a copy of Haunting Ground for $190 disc only, which I don't know, that might be pretty good. They also had a Demon's Souls Deluxe Edition for the PlayStation 3. This is so cool. Unfortunately, this one didn't have the soundtrack, and I'm not going to drop $75 on it either way. But that would be a really, really cool thing to have. I absolutely love the box art on this, and I love Demon's Souls, so yeah. And over in the GBA section here, they had a couple pretty cool things. They had some Castlevania games that I'm too poor to buy. Maybe someday when I get rich off YouTube, I'll start buying stuff like this. I don't know. But today, we're not going to grab any Game Boy Advance games because my handheld of choice is over here in the loose PlayStation Portable Games section. I immediately spotted this game, a Final Fantasy Tactics War of the Lions. I've really, really been wanting this one. I think $15 for a loose copy is totally decent, so we are 100% going to grab this. Hey, we're back in the Collector John Corolla. Going to really quick go through my pickups with you guys before heading to the next store. So first of all, if you're in the Oshkosh area, please check out Start Over Games. It's a really cool store. They had a great selection, decent prices. The owner seemed really nice. So I had a great time in there, and I would highly recommend checking them out if you're in the area. But yeah, starting off, we got Serious Sam for the original Xbox. This is not the best copy of Serious Sam. It has a black case and no manual, but I can replace the case pretty easily, and I don't care about manuals that much, so it's totally fine. I'm really excited to boot this one up and relive some childhood memories, you know what I mean? And that's a great looking disc, so super excited to have Serious Sam in the collection. Next up, we have Alone in the Dark for the Xbox 360, another one that I've been looking for a while, and I just haven't found a good copy of it. But this one was only $7, and it comes with the manual, and let's check out this disc. It's a great looking disc. This game seems like a peak late 2000s thriller horror blockbuster kind of thing, and that's my vibe, you know what I mean? I'm really excited to check this one out and see what Alone in the Dark is all about. And we got this Lost Planet strategy guide for $7, and I love Lost Planet, and I'm thinking about starting another playthrough of it soon. I've just been really into Capcom stuff lately. It'll be good to have the strategy guide for my next playthrough, and I love strategy guides. I think they're awesome. And last but not least, the banger. Final Fantasy Tactics War of the Lions. It's $15. I don't know if that's a good price or not. I don't really care. And I also don't care that it doesn't have the case. When it comes to PSP games, I'm okay with having the loose UMDs. I think that's fine. And I'm definitely going to be playing some of this over the weekend, and that should be really fun. Again, very satisfied with my experience at Start Over Games, and excited for a lot of these pickups. But without further ado, let's get moving to the next stop. Gaming Generations is a store located in Stevens Point, Wisconsin, the same city where I went to college. So I have some really fond memories of coming to the store and just finding cool video games in my early 20s. And today we're going to hopefully find some cool video games as well, so let's take a look around. We're going to start off in the PS2 section this time. They have a really nice selection of PS2 games, and I saw a couple interesting little gems. Or, maybe this one isn't a gem, but it's Jet X2O, which has that cool holographic cover art, and I keep seeing it around, so I'll probably grab it one of these days. I don't know. It looks cool. And they had a sealed copy of this game, Shepherd's Crossing, which I've never heard of this or seen it anywhere. Looks like it's kind of a Harvest Moon kind of thing, and it's got a goose on it, so that's cute. Pretty beat up sealed copy, and they had it for $30. I don't know if that's a good price, but not something I'm going to pick up today. I just thought it looked interesting. All right, that's enough PS2. We're going back to the original Xbox with Capcom vs. SNK 2 EO. I don't know what the EO stands for, but anyway. This is a game that I've been wanting to add to the collection for a while, and they had it for a pretty decent price at $45, but unfortunately the manual was missing the front cover, and I feel like I could find it for $45 or close to that with a better manual, so we're going to pass on this one today, even though it's pretty sick. Yeah, they have a lot of original Xbox games here, a pretty decent selection. Unfortunately, I already have a lot of these. I don't have Maximum Chase, which is an Xbox exclusive, but the cover art was all like cut out and weird, so we're not going to grab this one either. Pulse Racer is another common one that I don't have. It was only $6, but this Pulse Racer man was kind of freaking me out with his beefy body, so I passed on that one too. Ooh, here's a good one though, Star Wars Republic Commando. I freaking loved this game back when it came out. I rented it and played through the whole thing. I've been looking for a copy of it for a while, and even though this one's Platinum Hits, it is complete. It's a nice looking copy, so I think we're going to pick this one up. I have a few other Platinum Hits games on the Xbox, and I think they're fine. I don't mind that the cases are silver and stuff, so yeah, we're gonna grab this game. It's pretty awesome. I'm excited to play it. All right, so we got a cool original Xbox game, but what about its younger brother, the Xbox 360? Let's see if we can find anything cool in these shelves. I'm seeing a copy of Front Mission Evolved here. With Armored Core 6 coming out, I've been a lot more interested in games like this. I've been especially wanting to play some of the older Armored Core games, and this seems pretty similar. So yeah, I think we're going to put this one in the maybe pile. This might be a pretty cool one to pick up for sure. And speaking of Armored Core, what do we have here but Armored Core 4 on the Xbox 360? Yeah, this game has spiked in price quite a bit recently. Lucky I already have a copy of it that I got for pretty cheap a while back. And I actually found another one last week at a game store near me for $6, so that was pretty cool too. We got Minecraft, Pac-Man, ooh, Silent Hill Homecoming. I know this probably isn't anyone's favorite Silent Hill game, but I still want to play it. And this is only $17, which I think is a pretty decent price. It's complete with the manual and everything. So let's pick this one up. I've been wanting to check it out for a while, and I just love this series so much. I want to play all the Silent Hill games, so we got to get it. Oh, what's this? What do we have here? Oh, Big Bumpin'. Everyone's favorite Xbox 360 game, and it's not even in a original case. That's cool, yeah. I'm once again looking at a copy of The Darkness 2 just to check the price. Ooh, this one's even pricier than the other one that I looked at, so I'm gonna pass on that too. What about the first Darkness? $11 in that? Okay. I just feel like I could do better on these. I don't know. I'm gonna keep looking for them. Bully Scholarship Edition would be a really cool one to have. I do already own this game on the PS2, but the 360 version's just a better version, so I think we're gonna throw this one in the maybe pile. Let's keep looking though. There's got to be something here that I just need to have. Ooh, Virtua Fighter 5 Online. This might be a good one. I almost bought this at a different store in one of my last videos. They actually have it for a couple dollars cheaper here at $8. So I think we might actually get this one. I don't think it's even a maybe pile. I think we're just going to get it. And they also had Dead or Alive 4, which is another fighting game I'd love to have. It was $13, which seemed like, kind of an average price, but it didn't have the manual, so I think we're going to pass on this one today. Let's check out the PSP section again, see if there's any cool common titles that I don't have that I'd, mess around with on my PSP this weekend. Here's a not so cheap one, this Gian D'Arc. That I definitely butchered that, but it's a $50 PSP game. Looks kind of cool. Oh yes, Metal Gear Solid. These are the best games. I already have all of them on the PSP. I don't know why I panned away so quickly. Here's Ratchet & Clank Size Matters on the PSP. It was $15, which I feel like it goes for a little less than that most of the time. So even though I would like this one, we're gonna leave that behind. They also had Tekken Dark Resurrection, which looks really cool. I'm running out of money. That's my main problem, is that I'm just running out of money for this trip. All of these games seem awesome. I wish I could buy these and play them, but we're working on a budget today. So I would love Samurai Showdown. I'd love all these, but we're gonna leave them behind because I'm poor. And what do poor people do? They buy UMD movies on the PlayStation Portable for $3. You know, I saw this copy of Hackers, and I was like, Hackers is a hilarious movie. The fact that they released it on UMD is also hilarious, so I might have to buy this. Well, folks, as usual, I had an absolute blast at Gaming Generations. It's one of my favorite game stores in the state. I love going there, and it always brings back good memories of being in college and buying Silent Hill 2 for like $10. And yeah, we picked up a few things, including Hackers! UMD movie for the PlayStation Portable. This is now the only UMD movie that I own, and I don't know why, but I just felt like I needed to have Hackers. I think it's cool. It was only $3. Next up, we got Star Wars Republic Commando, one that I've been looking for like 2 years. I really, really love this game. One of the cooler Star Wars first-person shooters. Not as cool as Dark Forces or Dark Forces 2 Jedi Knight, but still very cool, very fun. I remember playing through the whole thing when I was in like 8th grade, and it's pretty sick. It's a nice complete copy, and that was $11, so not bad, not bad. Next up, we got Virtua Fighter 5 online. I almost bought this in one of my last game hunting videos, and it was like $12 at this other store, but Gaming Generations had it for $8, so I'm glad that I didn't buy it at the other store, because now I saved $4. And again, we're saving the bangers for last with Silent Hill Homecoming for the Xbox 360. Not the best Silent Hill game, but still a Silent Hill game, so I'm gonna play it. And it's like the cheapest, probably the cheapest Silent Hill game that money can buy. I don't know, that's probably true, right? It was $17, so not bad. That's my stuff, and I had a $5 off coupon from my loyalty program, so I spent $35 at Gaming Generations. And with that, folks, I think we're going to head back to the studio and play a few of these video games, see what they're all about. Have a few here that I'm really excited to dive into and see what they're all about. So, without further ado, let's take it back to the studio! Alright, y'all, so we're starting off here with some Serious Sam. In this game, I don't know if it's a problem with my disc. I don't think it's a problem with the disc, because the disc looks fine. But the loading times are really, really long. In Serious Sam for the original Xbox, it takes like 3 or 4 minutes to load into a level. It's real crazy. So if you've played this on the original Xbox, let me know if you've had the same issue or if it's just something wrong with what I'm doing here. I don't know. So yeah, Serious Sam, I've already played some of this, but we're going back to the beginning of the game just because I think the first level is cool, and it's just like a classic shooter level. But yeah, this game is freaking awesome, and I think this Xbox version is actually a really good version of Serious Sam. I mean, it's obviously better to play it with a mouse and keyboard, but I think the stuff they did with this for this version, it actually works really well, and I'm like pretty happy to be playing this on the original Xbox. I've never played this version, and I think it's really fun. So one thing they did that's interesting is they put the jump button on the left trigger. And at first, I really didn't like that. I thought it was just kind of a weird control scheme. But the more I played, the more I realized, yeah, using the left trigger to jump is actually like really beneficial for this type of game where you need to be like circle strafing and jumping and aiming all at the same time on a controller. It actually works really well, and you can tell that they put some thought into it. And it also runs at a really smooth, like pretty close to 60 frames per second, I think. So yeah, it just like plays really well, and it looks good, and it runs pretty smooth. And yeah, it's a fun way to play Serious Sam. I'm really enjoying this version of the game. All right, we got the shotgun. Shotgun in this game is great. But yeah, again, they just put like thought into like, you know, how are players going to play this game on a console. Yeah, so they have options for invert look, they have options for auto aiming, they have auto weapon change, they have good sensitivity options. An auto center view option, which I don't actually like that either, so I'm going to turn that off. But yeah, I feel like a lot of first-person shooters on console from the early 2000s, a lot of them didn't even have options for like invert look or sensitivity or any of that stuff. But this game does, and I think that's really cool. It just makes it a lot easier to go back and play something like this in 2023 or whatever year you're playing it. We'll play just a little bit of this level and then move on to something else. I just wanted to do this part where you come out here and all these guys come over the hill. Oh man, this game's great. Serious Sam's a great game. Oh, whoops. Well, I missed one of them, I guess. Yeah, Serious Sam is very cool. Check it out. Maybe not on the Xbox unless you're a weirdo like me, but I think the Xbox version is pretty cool other than the load time thing. So, yeah, let's move on to something else. We're going to try some Alone in the Dark. I've never played this. I don't know if it'll be a good one to play for like the short amount of time that I have here, but we're going to try it out anyway. It'll be fun. This game looks pretty good for an Xbox 360 game from 2008. I mean, it looks good when it's not completely blurry. I mean, that is like a pretty nice blur effect. Like, it looks pretty cool. Yeah, I mean, presentation-wise, I think for an Xbox 360 game from 2008, this looks pretty good. Good, like, shadows and lighting, and it's still really blurry, but... Is that Nicolas Cage? Kind of looks like Nicolas Cage. I mean, I know it's not, but it looks like him. Okay, so it is a third-person game. That's what I thought. But you can switch to first person? Huh. That's pretty interesting, because it has these like fixed camera angles, like kind of Silent Hill style, but then you can just kind of play it in just a regular first person mode. Has anyone played this game? Like, let me know if you've played this. I don't really know anyone who ever played this. I didn't play it, none of my friends played it. I don't really hear a lot about it on the web. So yeah, I don't really know anything about it. Is it like an action game? Is it a survival horror game? Is it an adventure game? Kind of getting like mixed signals from it. So yeah, it's really hard to talk about this game and also follow what is happening in this story. I have no idea. This dude just got sucked into the floor of an elevator and everyone's screaming. And Nicolas Cage is here for some reason. Yeah, this like the first and third person camera thing is real crazy. I don't know. No one else is gonna think it's crazy, but I do. Just the fact that it's like the fixed camera angles, but then you can just like totally subvert all of that just by going into first person mode. I don't know. I just think that's weird because the fixed camera angles. It's like such a stylistic choice. Like, it's such a specific thing. And then you go to first person, and it's like you might as well just be playing an entirely different game. You know what I mean? Yeah, this is cool. I mean, it kind of feels like a more like cinematic, more heavily produced Silent Hill game, maybe. I don't know. That's just like kind of a vibe that I'm getting. It's definitely also giving me like Heavy Rain vibes a little bit, and Heavy Rain and Alan Wake, Silent Hill, stuff like that. I'm just gonna ignore that lady. Okay, see you later. Okay, I picked up a pipe, or I picked up a monitor. All right, so you can. Here's what I've learned about Alone in the Dark. You can pick up a computer monitor, and you can go like that. Just throw it. That's cool. Okay, so we're using the fire extinguisher. It went into first person mode automatically when I pulled out the fire extinguisher, so there will be no third person extinguishing of fire. Shoot this guy with fire extinguisher. No, dude. Okay, I need to pick up the fire extinguisher, not open the door. It says to smash the door, I need to pull down on the right stick and then push up. Okay. That's really weird. That's janky. That's like some Heavy Rain stuff, for sure. You're doing like so much weird stuff with the thumbsticks in Heavy Rain that like really reminds me of that a lot. This come out after Heavy Rain? What, Heavy Rain? I think that also came out in 2008. Maybe it was 2009. I don't know. But this is just giving like heavy Rain vibes. I don't know. Yeah, this seems interesting. Unfortunately, I'm getting very hungry, and I need to go make dinner. So, as much as I would love to sit here and put out more fires with you guys, I think I'm going to go do that. But this game does seem interesting. I'd like to see where it goes, and I'd like to see what the combat is like. So yeah, if anyone's played this, let me know. Let me know your thoughts on this game, because it seems pretty pretty strange. Like, this is like not like most games that I've played. I don't know, it's a little weird, but it's cool. But yeah, thanks guys for watching. Hope you like the collecting journey. Hope you like the gameplay and the commentary. And yeah, please like and subscribe if you're into it. But I'm Collector John, and I'll see you guys next time. Catch you later.